Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome to Flashing Lights by Nils Jakrans, or I'm not even sure how you say his name. If it's Niles Jakrans, published by Excalibur Games. We're basically going to do a couple episodes here, just looking at the different game modes. Right now, it's pre-early access release. So pre-early access release. I was kind of hoping for an update today for my pre-release version, but alas, there was not. The game is going to be available on Steam June 7th, 2018. It's going to be $14.99 US dollars. Check your local currency for your price. Basically, there are three game modes. There's police, firefighter, and medic, and then obviously you can go back to the main menu. And in this episode, I'm going to take a look at the police. Now, right now you can only choose a male. They don't have a female model yet. There's two different body types, so depending on what your preference is, this guy looks a little bit more like a security guard. So I'm going to go with this guy. There's no, heads or anything like that. There are several different hats. Kind of a ball cap there, or you can even go without a hat. And then we've got, a couple different glasses. Kind of like a tactical glass, normal glasses, and then, darkened sunglasses. Once you are, finished, you can click done and it'll load you into the game. Now, hopefully they're going to be adding more character models and more options to the game. But, who knows? This is a game that's being developed, well, it's being published by Excalibur. The old Enforcer, Police Crime Action, and European Ship Simulator, I think, were both published and then kind of abandoned by Excalibur. So I'm really hoping the same thing does not happen here. Now, right now, there's really not that much to do. We only have one available call-out in the game. You can see it on the left: police department dispatch, aggressive driver in red vehicle, seen in area, locate and stop. So, oh, whoops, I've already missed it. So we'll go to our cruiser here, and there's some different things that we can do. We actually can get, we can't get the weapons yet, unfortunately, because they're not actually in the game. You can get your speed gun, which is kind of nice, and I guess I cannot choose. Why can't I choose first-person perspective here? But you can get out. You can, radar cars. Not sure why it's not. No cars around. Let's see, what else do we have? Eventually, we'll have spike strips and traffic cones, and then there's also a fire extinguisher and a spare tire. I don't know. Okay, the light is, or the speed gun is gone. So we're going to accept this red vehicle, and there it appears on our map, and there it is right over there. Now we can switch inside and actually switch to the, come on now. Oh my God. I love how when your guy gets out of the car, he's like laying on the ground, or he's sitting on the ground. All right, so I have to hit the left shift and then speed radar, bam, right there. All right. So we got our lights on. We don't have the sirens on. And we can see the, let's go ahead. Yeah, looks like he's racing out of town up here. Now, I am playing with mouse and keyboard only because they do not have a default configuration for Xbox controller. A lot of people have said, you know, yes, it is working with their gamepads. I just haven't gone through the steps to set mine up, because you actually have to set it up manually. So down at the bottom right, you'll see where it says Suspect Compliance. Now, I'm driving behind the car, and the developer, Niles, has said that, well, all you have to do is stay behind the car and the compliance will go up. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get that to work at all. The only way I can actually get the guy to comply is by ramming him. Okay, that wasn't much of a ram, but if we can get him square on the back here. There we go. Now he's up to 19.4. Uh-oh. We switched outside the car. If we can kind of pit maneuver him. That was kind of the pit maneuver right there. The pit maneuver is basically where you go up and you try to throw off his back end with your front bumper. Whoa! All right, suspect compliance is at 100%. So let's go ahead and get out of the car here. And we can talk to him and be like, hey, yo, dog. So Bert Curry, we can kindly ask him to follow us, which he will. He seems very compliant now. Let's walk back up to him. We can also take some actions. We can grab him, which we can't do unless he is cuffed. We're going to frisk him. And I think all that you can find right now is just their ID card. There it is. And there we go. And then we'll get the handcuffs. So now, whoops. Now we can actually grab the suspect. And we'll put him here in the police car. And maybe, just maybe, we'll call the tow truck company to come and tow the car out. So now, really, all we have left to do is just drive him back to the police station. Now, one thing we can do, you can actually see the radar gun on the right is actually working. The in-car radar. So that's actually, you know, telling us, okay, well, doesn't really work too well. So the truck in front of us is going about 25 miles an hour, 23, 24, 25. And it will give the max speed, which is kind of nice. Go ahead and get on back to base here so I can show you some of the other things that you can currently do, which unfortunately is not much. I was really, really looking forward to this game. Really kind of disappointed at the state of the game right now. Whoops. I was going to hit C to see if there was like a cruise control, but I forgot that's the camera button. Oddly enough, there is not a single speed limit sign in the game. I have not seen one. So, yeah, kind of bizarre. There's no penalties for running red lights. You can just kind of run red lights. You know, you do have these reputation points on the top left. They currently don't have any use. There's also statistics like arrests and how many parking tickets we've written. Again, they don't really affect us at this time, so I don't know if, you know, eventually maybe we'll be able to use those to go up in rank or whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know what the future will hold for this game. Because it's being published by Excalibur, I'm kind of keeping my optimism in check. And unfortunately right now I can't say I'm terribly optimistic for the future of this game. But I could be wrong. So, you know, just have to kind of keep an eye on it and see what develops over the next few months. Or doesn't develop. Yeah. Oh, I really love how he, you know, sits down on the ground. It's out of the car. Come on now. All right. So now we have to grab the suspect again. We walk him into the police department. And this is where we can actually switch over to fire or the medic, or we have to register our guest. So basically you hit the space bar to put in his first name, space bar to put in his last name. Obviously you need the ID in order to do that, and then it gives you the player number, and voila. And that's really it. That's the only thing, the only, you know, police call out. There's no robberies or other things like that. Now, if you want to, you know, we can just go on a standard patrol. Not really too much will happen. Got left and right turn signals. One thing to note, I am playing this at ultra graphics. Yeah, see there's the dispatch again, aggressive driver in red vehicle. I'm just going to say no to skip for right now. And we're going to look around for vehicles that, you know, look like they're parked incorrectly. Maybe in front of a fire hydrant or up on the sidewalk. Oh, parked. There's another, apparently in this town there's a lot of drivers in red cars. Alright, so here we have a guy parked in front of a fire hydrant. So we'll go ahead and put our lights on here. Now there's nothing here to acknowledge the fire hydrant, and all we can really do, hello, is go up and issue a parking ticket by looking at his front windshield. Basically blocking a fire hydrant. Plate number is 12345. Okay. Find amount, date and time. Again, you just do this by hitting the space bar and done. He's got his ticket there on his windshield, and you can see you don't get very many points for that, but that's really about the only other thing that you can do in the game. Yep. Dispatch. Now, if you do want to just mute the dispatches, you can hit F3. That will mute them, and then you can unmute them at, you know, anytime you want. But right now, I think this game is a really hard sell at $14.99. Now, full disclosure, I did not pay for the game. I was sent the copy for free, but man, at this point, even though it's early access, in my opinion, the graphics look incredibly dated. Now, the developer has said that, you know, they want to hire on graphics artists to improve the graphics. You know, that might happen based on the success of the Steam Early Access. You know, if they get enough money from that, then they'll obviously be able to hire more people. It's another, oh, no, I thought that was another fire hydrant there. Kind of surprised that I haven't seen anybody parked up on the sidewalk. Uh-oh, here's another fire hydrant. Quick ticket. Really, the best thing about the game right now is the actual police car. Police car looks pretty good. The fire truck looks pretty good. The ambulance looks pretty weak, I must say. But yeah, the police car is not bad. I guess I should turn my lights off, huh? Okay, here's somebody parked up on the sidewalk. Whoop. Come on now. There we go. Parked in a, I see, blocking driveway or access. A valid park is C. And I only got 2 points for that, so I'm suspecting that maybe I'm not choosing the right option. So let's go, let's see if we can find another one of those cars that's up on the curb. Okay, here's another one here. Let's choose parked in a no parking area. Okay, there I got 10 points, so that must be the correct, even though it's blocking the sidewalk, which should be blocking access. Ooh, here's a fun one. This one might be blocking the fire hydrant and might get a double whammy on this one. Parked in a no and blocking. Nope. I think you can only do one. Yeah, blocking fire hydrant. Okay, that was the wrong one. So I guess in order to get credit for the fire hydrant, it actually has to be out here in the middle of the road. Whoop, I still got my flashing lights on here. Now you can walk up to people right now and talk with them, but there's no way to run their information or anything like that. You can frisk them. Just found an ID card. So we'll cut them loose. But there's really nothing else to do in the game. And if there is, I'm completely unaware of it. So again, this, I will reiterate, this is a pre-release, pre-early alpha release even, version of the game. And, we want to give these guys parking tickets for sure. Parking area. Boom. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know, you're going to walk behind here and find people breaking into buildings or anything like that. That stuff may be coming, but, you know, I'm not really holding my breath at this point. Graphically, the game reminds me a lot of, like, GTA San Andreas. It's just, the graphics are very dated, very, very dated. When you look at things like the turn in the roads, you know, it's not a smooth turn. It's like a very blocky kind of turn. And you can see that a little bit better, you know, out in the country when you go out on the dirt roads. I mean, they're just not smooth turns like most games today would have. It's, you know, I don't know. It's just very chunky and blocky looking. But if you want to support the developer, it is available on Steam, or will be available on Steam for $14.99. It's supposed to be on sale for like the first week, which is probably just like another money grab, just to try to get some initial sales. When a game goes on sale at launch, that kind of leads me to believe that, you know, the developers are not very confident in their game. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just turning the engine off and see what'll happen. Again, though, this is Flashing Lights. Today is June 6th. No, today's June 5th, I'm sorry. 2018. Again, 2 days the game is released. So guys, if you found this video was informative, please hit that like button. It helps me out tremendously. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on Flashing Lights, whether, you know, you're fine with it being early access and you're hoping it's going to improve, or, you know, if you're disappointed by what you've seen, or if you've got something else to share, please do that down in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that notification button. You always get notified when I post content live. Well, guys, this has been Flashing Lights, and I am Bradham73. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.